Okay, hi, I'm Al McKinnon. I'm product manager for live systems and consoles at Avid. And today in the Avid Japan office we're launching the new SC48 remote system with the new Stage 48 remote stage rack. This is a connection. This is a scaled down SC48 providing 16 mic pre's locally and an Ethernet option card to connect via AVID to our new stage rack, the Stage 48. And Stage 48 comes with 32 mic pre's as standard with 16 analog line outputs. The two units connect together, as I say, over AVB, which is simple Ethernet connections, a new networking protocol. And we have a redundant connection between the Stage 48 and the SC48 unit. The I/O in the Stage 48 is the same I/O that we have in SC48 and the mix rack systems. And what that allows customers to do is to take the I/O from the back of their existing systems and place it into the Stage 48 if that's what they require. So we have a lot of I/O options available, and customers are able to configure their systems however they like. And we can connect two of these Stage 48s to a single SC48 console and have redundant connections over Ethernet to both of those stage units simultaneously. The complete I/O of the system must equal 48 mic pre's, up to 48 mic pre's, and up to 32 outputs. But the configuration of where you would like that I/O to be located is up to you. So we can have a stage unit, if we like, with 48 mic pre's and none in the console and none in another I/O box, and then have another Stage 48 stage rack with all of our outputs. So we could have an input box and an output box and connect both of those things up to single SC48 with redundant connections to them. In addition to this, we've launched our new VENUE software, so VENUE 3 software. And what that does is it provides support for Stage 48 within the SC48 console, but it also brings an addition of a huge amount of features that expand the capabilities of SC48. So the way I think about it is that the software release is it kind of brings more. It brings more of everything. It brings more flexible I/O options because, of course, now we have the remote stage unit, so you can have all your mic pre's on a stage. A high level of configurability of where you want I/O to be across two stage units and a console. We've increased the track count of Pro Tools over FireWire to 32 tracks from 18. We have increased the buses for SC48 so that we now have a true 24 aux mode. We've added variable groups to SC48 so that now we have 16 auxes and 8 variable groups, which is essentially an aux that groups to left and right. So we have the capability now to have increased monitor mixing functions. We've increased the input channels on SC48 from 48 to 64. Which is amazing. What that allows us to do is use the inserts that we provide with IO16 as top of channel feeds into our input channels, so we can have all 48 mic pre's plus our local I/O. What also it allows us to do is use the console in a split FOH and monitor mixing mode. It allows us to have two banks of 32 mic inputs and then duplicate those inputs onto two more banks, and therefore have two banks for FOH mixing and two banks for monitor mixing. And then with the increased buses, that provides far more functionality for monitor engineers. In addition to that, we have increased the amount of available plug-in rack slots from 20 to 40, so we've given you the capability to run twice as many plugins on this thing. Alongside that, there are a lot more feature enhancements, minor feature enhancements that dramatically increase the efficiency and functionality of your workflow. So simple features include dragging and dropping multiple channels, so we can select multiple channels all together and drag and drop them where we want them to be within our input page and change the configuration of our channels in a very simple way. we've added aux names to the aux sends that we have within our input channel. So if we go in and we label our Octobus Masterpiece, that name will appear now in the send in the input channel, which again is very simple, but very, very useful. A double click of the select switch will target the VENUE GUI to the inputs page and show the selected channel, so you'll always be able to navigate to the inputs page with a double. Multi-select button is the button to exit the multi-select mode now, and the user button that previously didn't have a function on the console is now a trigger within the events list. So over the last few years we've been thinking of various different things that we could get that user button to do. It didn't have a function up until now, and what we think was best is to let the guys who are using it decide what the button does, and therefore we've added it to the events page. So that's an overview as to this new system. We're very, very excited about it. In addition to those features for MixRack, for SC48, we've expanded the input processing channels to 80 with MixRack, so MixRack has jumped up a notch as well. Yeah, as I say, we're very excited about it. We now have inputs and outputs on stage with SC48 connected over a new networking technology, robust networking technology to the console, and expanded the capabilities of SC48.
Thank you.